We are really going through tough times these days, and every organization is really looking for a solution to figure out what's going to happen during this uncertain time. How do we deal with the future? How do we deal with the present? What are the main solutions that can work to improve lives, to make, to create change making? First, let me introduce you to Ashoka. Ashoka is the world's largest network of social entrepreneurs, focusing on identifying and sourcing and supporting leaders with new patterns, changing innovation, who are trendsetters, who are role models, and who can inspire others to reproduce and scale up their impact. What do we mean by this? What we mean by this is that we go around the world, especially in Africa in this case, and trying to find people who are really changing market dynamics, meaning social entrepreneurs, people with ideas, people with solutions, people with impact, people who can create new things, people with ethical values, who are able to influence policies, who are able to create new industry norms, people who build solutions and programs that create full inclusions to disadvantaged people, to minority group, to youth, to women. We also work and identify social entrepreneurs, leading social entrepreneurs and change makers who are able to achieve what we call business congruence, who are also enabling a global culture of value that values social innovation. I'm sure today, as we talk about social entrepreneurs, a lot of people will learn more about social entrepreneurs, and many people here are experts, are already in that field. How do we create this impact to better the life of people? We at Ashoka, what we do is we identify those people and then we embark them on a timeline of investment and support. We have what we call the fellowship, the 3-year fellowship, which is a stipends that we give them. But the fellowship itself is a lifelong fellowship. Once you come into the community of fellow in Ashoka, you are fellow for life. And these are people, as I mentioned earlier, who really come up with new ideas that really solve problems that people was not able to solve otherwise. And people who are also, whose main idea also creates social impact at the national and international level. As we know right now in this world, we all are dealing and trying to navigate with this new reality with COVID-19. Ashoka fellows around the world and in Africa really have brought a lot of solutions and a lot of ideas to addressing this COVID-19. As we also continue to do so, we're still understanding and trying to learn the impact and trying to triage the long-term impact and how do we contribute also to the solution. As we see here today, many organizations and many people are learning to work with partners using digital means. Here, myself joining from the US 3 a.m. to contribute, but also to learn from each one of you. So we are trying to mitigate this. In this really time, so what are the new paradigms? People are asking many questions. What are the new paradigms? How do we learn to work together? How do we bring empathy to those people who are struggling, those communities, their organization? How do we make sure also we bring agency to what we do? How do we make sure also we bring confidence and humility to what we do? That's exactly what social entrepreneurs do. Helping governments, helping companies, helping communities find solutions that brings love, empathy, caring, but also long-term impact. And I also, on behalf of Ashoka and Ashoka Africa, really inviting all the partners here today who are joining this first edition of the social entrepreneurship to really create a common agenda, to share different learning, different tools, and different measurements, to also understand that we have to mutually reinforce each other, to create maybe a continuous communication, and also develop a team of teams for us to be able to work together. Time is the essence right now. We really don't have time, but we also need to understand what are those system-changing solutions that creates long-lasting solutions and impact for the world and for Africa. For Ashoka, for the past 36 years, we've been working with social entrepreneurs who are really creating those system change solutions. We're also developing new frameworks, new processes, new tools for all of us around this world. We now have a network of 4,000 social entrepreneurs globally. In Africa, we have a network of 600 social entrepreneurs and thousands of young change makers. In this time, we're asking if the rate of challenge creation or problem creation, how do we get to a point where we create more solutions than challenges? And the only way we can do that is when every one of us becomes a change maker, meaning that every one of us, because you cannot leave the problem to only few social entrepreneurs around the world. We're trying to identify what is going to happen in this world in the next 10 years, what's going to happen in the next 15 years. Each one of us has the capability, each one of us has the mandate and the opportunity right now during this challenging time of COVID to really become a change maker. And how do you become a change maker in our own Ashoka framework? Is first, pick up an idea that you are really passionate. Have the passion to really focus on it. That's one. Second, understand that everything can be done with a team. You cannot do it alone. It's not about our personal satisfaction. It does help really to be satisfied with what you do, but it really gets you a longer way by working with others. Also, questions the status quo. Everything that you're looking in this world happened because of something before that happened. Right? So now it's up to us as change makers to really question the status quo. Why this table is wrong? Why this is happening this way? Why are we doing this way? Understanding also the last thing that we called leadership, collaborative leadership, meaning that we have to lead together. We cannot leave anybody behind. And we have learned from the past that, most leaders in this world right now have started at a very young age, between 10 and 13 years old. So I'm just gonna maybe stop there by inviting all the partners here really to foster a collaborative system change partnership. Ashoka is inviting each one of you to discover our own individual power as change maker and tackling what's happening right now in the world, what's happening next in the world, and understanding behind all of those things. And that's what we call change maker. So we're inviting you to collaborate with Ashoka. We're inviting you to really tap into your inner passion and inner empathy to become social entrepreneur. So thank you again, everyone. And thanks also Ashoka and Tangaza University for bringing us together today. Thanks.